So this right here is a delicious pizza and pasta sauce, but it's not just any sauce. It doesn't have any tomatoes or any kind of nightshades in it. For all of my followers that wrote me and said you wanted a nightshade-free sauce, this is it. And it's delicious. And today, I'm going to show you how to make your own. Alright, so this is a recipe that I'm really excited to share because I love catering to people that support me, and I try to be really responsive to the requests that I get the most. I've tried to do more high protein recipes, budget friendly recipes, nut free recipes, and another request that I've gotten from a lot of people are people saying, hey, I can't do tomatoes or I can't do nightshades in general. Do you have a pizza and pasta sauce that is nightshade free? And at the time I didn't, but I told several people, and maybe you're one of them, that I would work on that. And so I've developed a recipe that I think is really, really good. Let me tell you what I'm going to use to make this nightshade-free pizza and pasta sauce. I'm going to use some carrots. I'm going to use some beets. Now, all the foods that I buy, guys, are organic. I only eat organic. It's a personal preference. If you don't, that's fine. But with something like beets, I highly recommend that they're organic because it's a product or a plant that is typically GMO'd, highly GMO'd. So if you don't get an organic, you run the risk of getting a product or a plant that's GMO'd. So organic only on beets. So carrots, beets, we got some onions, some lemon, a little garlic, and some oregano, as well as some basil. And then we're going to add a little bit of salt to this. I'm salt free, but I add a little salt in my recipes because I know a lot of people still eat salt. And of course, always add the note that you can salt to your own taste. So you can omit it all together if you're SOS, or you can add a little bit or add a normal amount. But these are ingredients we're going to use to make our nightshade-free pizza and pasta sauce. Let's put it together. All right, so the first thing we're going to do to make this sauce is we're going to add a little water to the pan, and then we're going to get our garlic and our onions going here. So this is really straightforward. I'm just going to cook my onions and my garlic until they start to soften slightly, and then I'll add my seasonings. Okay, so now I've got my onions and my garlic where I want them. I've been cooking them a little bit. They're starting to soften. Now I'm going to add my oregano and my basil. If you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe below. All right, so now that I've added the spices, that's when it starts to put this delicious aroma in the air, and I just love that part. It lets you know how flavorful and delicious this sauce is going to be. Okay, so now it's time to add our carrots and our beets. Now for this, you could use water or vegetable broth. And now I'm just going to bring my vegetables to a simmer. All right, so now I'm just going to get my pot covered here, and I'm going to let it steam until my carrots and my beets get soft. And then we're going to go to our next step. Okay, so now I've cooked my carrots and my beets until the point that they've gotten nice and soft here. And this is what we want. Everything's ready to be blended. We're going to let it cool down first. We don't want to put hot food into a plastic blender. So we're going to let it cool down, get nice and cool, and then we'll go to our next step. So once I have my cooked vegetables in the blender, I'm adding some vegetable broth so that I can blend them up nice and smoothly to my desired consistency. Okay, so I've got my sauce blended nice and smooth. Now it's ready to pour over some delicious pasta. I've got some pasta here with some of my veggie ground on top, and I'm gonna add my nightshade-free, big deal guys, nightshade-free pasta sauce here. And the thing about this, it not only tastes good, but look at that beautiful color. Absolutely beautiful. So we know the sauce looks beautiful. I can tell you it smells good, but the true test is a taste. That's a good sauce. So for all of you with nightshade allergies, or those who just don't want to do tomatoes, here is your answer. For pasta, for pizzas, for anything that you want a pasta sauce or tomato sauce on, this is your answer without the tomatoes, without the nightshades. I'm so happy to offer this to people. So I've had a lot of people write me and ask me how to find the recipes to the cooking show videos like the one you just watched. If you're having trouble finding the recipe, look below the video for the word more. Tap on the word more and you'll see the beginning of the recipe. Tap on the word more again and the full recipe will appear, and then you can begin to make your own. Thanks for watching.